Hi guys. Hi guys. Good morning. Yes, can you hear me? Yeah. Thank you. Yes, let us start session. Yeah, we'll start session. Yes, if anyone unable to hear me, yes, rejoin the session. Just rejoin. Rejoin the session. If anyone unable to hear me, just rejoin the session. If anyone unable to hear me, rejoin the session. Yes. See, yesterday's one Java 9:15 AM. Yes, day 2. Yes. So Java introduction. About Java history, discussed what is Java. So JDK. So 1.0 when it's released here, that main features. Next, different editions, that history, different versions. Okay, that history. Okay, about Java. Yes, about Java since 1995 to today. What was happened in Java? All that points discussed yesterday. The Java history discussed. Yes, next current situation. Java current situation discussed. Java feature discussed. History discussed means past, present, and future discussed. About Java, past discussed. What was happened in past? Present, what is going on in Java? Future also discussed. So these things discussed. So Java is a leader now. In all of the technologies, no doubt Java is a leader. Currently market, Java is a leader. Okay. Yes. Now let us start Java features. Today let us start Java features. This is Java features. See, JDK 1.0 version of Java. JDK 1.0 it's a first version of Java. JDK 1.0 version of Java. JDK 1.0 first version of Java released with main features as below. Main features like independent platform, portability, group language, scalability, and security. Okay. Yes, JDK 1.0 released with main features as below. So first one, independent platform. Next, portability, group language, scalability, and security. Okay, 1.0. So 1.0 released with these features here. Independent, portability, group language, scalability, and security. Okay, yes, these are the main features of Java. So first, 1.0 released with these features. 1.0 released with these features. Okay. Yes. So first version of the JDK 1.0 released with main features like independent platform, portability, group language, scalability, and security. Yes, with these features, Java released. Yes. First, let us start with these features. About independent platform, portability, group language, scalability, and security. Yes, about these features, we'll discuss now. Okay. Yes. Once these all the features completed, here, next installing Java, next Eclipse setup, these topics will discuss. So once these features completed, next yes, Java installation, Eclipse setup, and writing first program and all this we'll discuss. Let us start. Yes, independent platform. Platform is OS. Yes, Java is independent of operating system. Portability means running on any device is a portability. Moving to anywhere is a portability. See here, these are features. To understand these concepts, these features here, you must have some basics, some basic idea, some basics. So before going to these features here, this is some basics. If you understand some basics here, yes, these things you can understand very clearly here. If you have some basics like about voice, operating system, about operating system, about operating system. Yes, how operating system is working. Yes, when program is running here, maybe C program running, Java program running, okay, maybe Python script. When program running here, how operating system working? Yes, OS behavior. Yes, yes. If you have that knowledge, how OS is working. If you have that knowledge, then easy to understand this independent platform. So OS understanding. Okay, OS knowledge. Okay, next. Yes, here Java compilation and program running. So this for this purpose compiler. What is compiler? What is interpreter? So interpreter. Yes, interpreter and compiler knowledge. Interpreter and compiler. Yes, you must have this also. What is interpreter? Operating system, interpreter and compiler. So what is OS? How OS is working? Yes, how interpreter and compiler is working here. Yes, if you have this knowledge, then easy to understand. If you have this knowledge here, then easy to understand here. Okay, apart from this, yes, one more thing about exe file. Exe file and a dot plus file. Yes, that knowledge. Once you have this knowledge here, exe file, C and C plus plus exe file. In Java dot class file. Yes, once you have this knowledge here, then easy to understand this. Okay. Yeah, this understanding is important here. Okay. Yes. About OS knowledge, interpreter knowledge, compiler knowledge, exfl dot class file. Once you have this knowledge, then easy to understand these features. Okay. See JDK 1.0. Okay. Today topic is about Java features. About that features 1.0 features here. JDK 1.0. JDK 1.0 released with many features as below. See same topic yesterday discussed. So today we'll discuss about these topics here. What is independent platform? Okay, how Java made us independent platform? Yes, what is portability? How Java is a portable? What is yes? OOP language, how Java is OOP language? Scalability, security. These features we'll discuss. Yes, to understand these features, to understand all of these features, to understand all of these features here, you must have this knowledge here. This knowledge. This knowledge. Okay, to understand all of these, they are the Java features. See, I can explain Java features directly. Okay, I can explain Java features directly here. I can explain Java features directly here, but may not be understood. Suppose simply definitions explaining you can understand clearly. Definitions, only Java features definitions you can understand. No, I don't want to explain definition here. Just I want to give very clear concepts. So what is happening background? So behind that, what is happening here? Yes, if you have that knowledge, then good. Okay, in depth. Yes, we'll discuss very in-depth concepts here. So for to understand these features here, you must have this knowledge here. Like OS, how OS is working. Okay, when you're running Java program, how OS is behaving, that OS behavior. Okay, next here interpreter and compiler knowledge. Java, is it compiler based or interpreter based? That knowledge you must have. Okay, next exe file knowledge dot class. In Java, it's a dot class file. Yes, how exe file is working, how dot class file working. So once you have these concepts here, once you have these idea, then these things very easy to understand. These things very easy to understand. So let us start with basics here. Okay. Yes, starting with basics. Yes, non-IT background guys also can understand. Starting with basics. Starting with basics here. Starting with basics. So everyone can understand here. Everyone. I'm starting from scratch level. From the scratch, I'm starting here. See, yes, computer where. See, very scratch. From very beginning started this is. From the very beginning of the software field this is. In software field, very beginning this is. Okay, from the starting point, I'm starting here. Computer web. See, computer web basically two categories. Computer web basically two categories. One is hardware. One is hardware. Another one Yes, software, hardware and software, hardware and software, hardware and software. See, hardware, these are physical components of a computer. Hardware, hardware is a physical. One second, some guy is struggling to join the session. Yes. So what is hardware? See, hardware, yeah, these are physical components of a computer, like keyboards, mouse, monitor. They are hardware components. Hardware components we can touch. We can touch all the hardware components. So these are physical components. Hardware, physical components of a computer. Hardware, these are physical components of a computer we can touch. But this is not our part. We are not a hardware engineers. We are not a hardware engineers. We are not a hardware. We are the software engineers. So let us start with software. Software. So what is a software? What is a software? What is a software? Yes, in software, yes, everything is a program. In software, everything is a program. In software, everything is a program. Everything is a program. Yes, it's a collection of programs. It's a collection. It's a collection. It's a collection of programs. It's a collection of programs. Programs like C program, or C++, or Java program. Yes, maybe Python script, something like this. Maybe HTML. Yes, maybe shell scripting, something like this. So all the programs here, all the programs. It's a collection of programs. Software is a collection of programs. See, software basically two categories. In software, basically, there are two categories here. There are two categories. Two categories. So there are two categories. There are two categories. In software, basically two categories. Software basically two categories. Software basically two categories. First one, yes, system software, system software, system software. Next one, application software. System software, next application software. Okay, software basically two categories. Okay, system software and application software. Okay, software basically two categories. Software basically two categories. First one, system software. Next is application software. System software and application software. System software and application software. System software and application software. Okay. Yeah, software basically two categories. System software, next application software. Okay. Yes, system software. Yes, I'm explaining. Wait. I'll explain very clearly. Don't worry. Okay. Software basically two categories. System software, next application software. Okay, system software. What is system software? System software. System software. Yes, it interacts. It interacts with the hardware components. See here, every topic I'll explain very clearly. Don't worry. My topics are very clear, like a spoon feeding and very clear. Okay. Yes, every doubt will be clearing automatically. Okay, next minute, maybe getting some doubt. That doubt will be next minute automatically clearing doubt. Of course, you can ask doubt, no issue. You can ask. So don't worry. Any doubt you can ping me in chat box. Chat box available. Yes, you can ping me chat box. Yes, you can ask any doubt, no issue. Like a yes, my class are like a interactive classes. It's not one-way class here. Interactive classes. Any kind of doubts you can ask me. No problem, no issue. I'll explain very clearly. Like a friendly classes. Okay. Yes. System software. It interacts with hardware components. System software. It interacts with hardware components. Interacts with hardware components. Okay. System software. It interacts with the hardware components. Example: OS. Operating system. Example: operating systems. So operating systems comes under this category. System software, OS. OS comes under this category. OS and device drivers. OS and device drivers. OS and device drivers. Okay. System software. System software. It interacts with hardware components. It interacts with hardware components, operating systems and device drivers. Operating systems and device drivers comes on system software. Interacting with hardware. Yes, OS and device drivers. Yes, we'll discuss what is OS, what is device driver. We'll discuss. So next about application software. So what is application software? About application software. See, application software. Yes, application software. Yes, this is for the purpose of application development. For the purpose of application development. For the purpose of application development. Okay, application software. Application software. This is for the purpose of application development. Application development. Application apps. See apps. See, in our daily life, we are using some applications. In our daily life, we are using some applications. Yes, what are the applications we are using? Yes, anyone give some examples? Anyone can you give some examples? What are the applications using daily in our life? See, in our daily life, using some applications. What are the applications using? Tell me some examples. Good. Nehal, good. Better. And next, any others? Yes, WhatsApp, Facebook, good. Yes, Teja. Yes, Praveen Kumar, good. Yes, Twitter. Yes, WhatsApp, Facebook. Yes, next, Honeycats. Microsoft, no, Microsoft Word. That is software. That is not application. That's application software. Microsoft Word is a software. That's not an app. Yes. See applications. See, in our daily life, we are using many applications. Example, Facebook, best example. Facebook. Then WhatsApp. Okay, Facebook. Yes, WhatsApp. Okay. Facebook we are using. WhatsApp using. Twitter. Twitter using here. Yes, go to training. These are here. Go to training app. Here. Go to training app. Next. Yes, Flipkart. That online shopping Flipkart. Yes, and other online applications, online apps. Next, websites, company websites. Okay, like Google Pay, Paytm, all the applications. So these are applications. Go to training, go to meeting, Zoom app, all their applications. Yes, how to develop these applications here? Yes, how can we develop these applications? To develop these applications, we need some application software. Application software. So application software, this is for the purpose of application development. Application software, this is for the purpose of application development. These are different kinds of applications. There are different kinds of applications. To develop these kinds of applications here, we need some application software. Application softwares. Okay. Yes, example. Java is a mostly used application software. Java is a mostly used application software. Java, Hadoop is also application software. C language application software. C++ application software. Python is application software. Okay, database is application software. Database. Like there are different application softwares. Many things. See, more than 100 technologies we are using. Yes, nowadays more than 100 technologies we are using in software field. Then which is application software? See, in software here, different technologies like we are using some languages, yes, using some tools, yes, using some packages, like this. There are different kind of things using here. Languages like C language, C++, Python, Java. Okay, yes, next HTML, next, yes, Perl scripting, PHP, shell scripting, like this, many languages. Language, next tools, some tools like data warehousing tools. Next, DevOps tools, AWS tools. big data, Hadoop related tools. Okay, like this, we are using different kind of tools here. We are using some tools. Okay, tools, right? Yes. Next, some testing tools. There are different kind of tools we are using. Next, packages. Package like Oracle ERP package, SAP ERP package. Yes, Tally ERP, like there are ERP packages. There are different kind of package we are using. Languages, tools, and packages. There are different kind of things using that. So exactly which is application software? Exactly which is application software? See, system software means which interacts with the hardware components. Interacting with the hardware components. Interacting with the hardware components. So any software which is interacting with the hardware components is a system software. Which is not interacting is a application software. Application software cannot interact with the hardware directly here. Okay, application software cannot interact. Application software cannot interact with the hardware components directly here. Okay, only system software. System software interacts with the hardware components. OS. OS is system software. OS. Only OS can interact. Yes, device drivers, of course. Device drivers, they are part of OS. Device drivers are part of operating system only. Device drivers, all device drivers are part of operating system, part of OS. It's a part of OS. So you can OS only operating system with the device drivers. Operating system with device drivers can interact with hardware components. Okay, except operating systems. Everything is application software. See, except. So simply here, except, except, except operating systems, except operating systems. All are application softwares. 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 Okay, except OS. Okay, except operating systems. Except OS. Only OS with device driver can communicate with hardware components. Yes, only OS with device drivers. Yes, communicate with the hardware components for interaction. Others cannot. Except OS, all are application software. OS is system software. OS is a system software. Except OS, except operations, all are application softwares. Operating systems like Windows is a operating system. Linux is a operating system. Unix is a operating system. They are operating systems. So except operating systems, except OS, except operating systems, yes, except operating systems. Okay, all are application softwares. Okay, fine. So this is about application software. So Java comes under application software. Java is application software. So our topic is application software. Our topic is application software. So before going to this, let us see something about OS. Yeah, this is most important topic. OS. So what is OS? Let us see about something about OS here. That OS knowledge. How OS is working. Let us see that. About OS. Yes, about OS. See operating systems. Okay. Yes, about OS. See some question for you guys. Some question. Very simple question. Very simple question. Can we run any program? Any program? Yes, without OS. This is question. Answer say yes or no. Yes. Can we run any program without OS? Can we run any program without OS? Say yes or no. Very simple question. Very simple question asked. Can we run any program without OS? Of course, I will explain. Just I'm asking your idea. Yes. Can we run any program without OS? Say yes or no. Without operating system, can we run any program? Yes, no one. Okay, okay. Let me check answers. Yes, everyone saying that no good. No, no. Yes. Here answer is no. Answer is no. Yes. Can we run any program without voice? Answer is no. We cannot run. Then what is operating system? What is voice? So what is voice? So what is operating system? Okay. Yes. What is operating system? Let us see. Yes. Suppose your laptop. Suppose you purchased a laptop. Okay. When you purchased a laptop here, that laptop vendor will set up OS. See hardware, your laptop hardware. See on top of hardware, yes, they will set up the OS. That hardware vendor, laptop vendor will set up OS and will give us rich. Yes, operating system. Operating system. Okay. Yes, that hardware vendor. Yes, hardware. Okay. That laptop vendor will set up OS. So first hardware, on top of hardware is a OS. So once OS setup is done, once OS setup is done, system is ready. System is ready. Okay. Once OS setup is done, your system is ready. See my laptop with OS. Laptop is with OS, right? Okay. Yes, here it's a Windows OS. Now this OS is responsible. This OS, yeah, this OS is responsible to run every request here. So every request taken by OS here. So but double click, OS will respond. Here double click this one, OS will double click on WhatsApp, OS will respond. OS is responsible, yes, to process our request. Every request goes to OS only here. Every request goes to OS. Suppose running some C program or Java program or C plus something. Suppose C program. Yes, for C software you have to install on top of OS. Suppose learning C++, software you have to install. Java, learning Java software. Suppose learning Python software. Suppose learning Hadoop, then Hadoop software. Okay, so Hadoop software. Okay, suppose using some database, the database software. Like this, yes, all these softwares you have to install. You have to set up on top of OS. Okay, yes, all these are application software. They are application softwares. All their application softwares. All their application softwares. Application software. All the application software. Yes, all their called as application software. All these are application software. Okay, all these are application softwares. Okay, yes, applications of C++, Java, Python, Hadoop database, like this. Yes, about application software already we discussed. Okay, yes, application software for the purpose of application development. Yes, all these application softwares running on top of OS, running on top of OS. Okay, C program or C++, Python. Yes, all these programs running on top of OS. Okay, so OS it's giving platform. OS giving platform to run all the programs. Just it's giving platform. Okay, so OS giving platform to run all the programs. Maybe Java program or C program, Python. See every program running on top of OS. On top of OS. All the programs running on top of OS. So OS is being like a platform. Yes, on top of it all are running. It's like a platform. Okay, yes, to run all the programs OS required. OS required. Okay, to run the, yes, all these programs OS required. Without OS these programs cannot run. Okay, yes, here except bias program. Okay, by except bias program for all OS required. Bias is a hardware program. Okay, for bias program OS not necessary here. For bias program OS not necessary. That is a hardware program, hardware level. OS not necessary here. For bias program. For bias program, OS not necessary here. Bias. Yes, it's a chip level program. Yes, it's a chip level. It's a chip level program. It's chip level program. Hardware. It's chip level program. It's a chip level program. That's hardware program, right? So, what's the purpose of bias? Any idea? Yes, case. Basic input output system. There's a bias in your system. What's the purpose of bias? Yes, in every system there's a bias program. What? Yes. Once you power on system, first of all BIOS program will run. Once you power on your system, first BIOS program will run. This BIOS, basic input output system. So this booting process for booting OS, OS has to boot, right? Who will initiate OS? BIOS. BIOS will initiate here. So BIOS program is responsible to start your OS. Your OS has to start. Okay, OS has to start BIOS. So this BIOS program is loading OS into the memory, booting process. So BIOS is responsible for the booting process. BIOS, BIOS, yes, to run the BIOS, OS not necessary. Before OS, first BIOS will run. Okay, before OS, this is a BIOS. For BIOS, OS is not necessary. So BIOS is responsible to start the OS. Starting OS, BIOS is responsible. Okay, BIOS is chip level program. So using for the booting process, BIOS for the booting process. Okay, so BIOS program, yes, yeah, but OS is not necessary. It's a chip level program. Okay, BIOS is responsible. BIOS program, see BIOS program, BIOS program is responsible for the booting process, booting process. What is booting? Booting means loading OS from the hard disk. Booting process. What is booting process? Loading. Yes, OS from hard disk, from hard disk. Yes, hard disk to RAM memory, hard disk. So BIOS program is responsible for the booting process. Okay. So for BIOS program, OS is not necessary. BIOS program OS is not necessary. Yes, it's a chip level program. It's a hardware level program. So BIOS program is responsible for the booting process, loading OS from hard disk to RAM memory. Okay, that's okay. That BIOS. Okay. Okay, BIOS is responsible to load the OS. Yes. So BIOS will load the OS. Now OS loading here. Now OS is ready. On top of OS, all are running here. Okay, now what is OS? Let us see what is OS here. What is OS? What is OS? First point. Yes, OS. It's acting like a platform, right? OS is acting like a platform. On top of it, all are running here. On top of OS, all are running here. All are running, right? It's like a platform. It's like a platform. It's like a platform. What is OS? Yes, it's a platform. Yes, it's a platform. It's a platform. It's a platform. It's a platform where we can run all the application softwares, all the application software. It's a platform. So what is OS? OS it's a platform. So what is OS? It's a platform. What is OS? It's a platform. So OS it's a platform. Okay. So OS it's a platform. Okay. Yes, OS is a platform. Yes, what is OS? It's a platform. OS it's a platform. OS is a platform where we can run all the application software. Where we can run all the application software. So OS, on top of OS, all are running. These are application softwares. One second, let me have some water. One second. Yes. So what is OS? Yes, it's a platform. OS is a platform where we can run all the application software. Not only platform here, suppose Java program generating some output. So first of all, Java program are these programs application softwares. These programs are generating some output. That output goes to OS. Okay. Output of all the programs simply delivered to OS. First deliver to OS and then deliver to output device. That's it. Okay. So these programs, application softwares, Java program or Python, C or C++, these programs delivering some output. Yes, all that output first of all goes to OS. Output delivered to OS and then transport to output device. Okay. Suppose yes, here. So this program's output goes to OS, OS to output device. That's it. Suppose reading from the keyboard, reverse process. Input data. Yes, keyboard to OS to these programs. Okay. Yes, like this here, input output through the OS. Input output happens through the OS here. Okay. So input output, that input and output here. See, between this application software, yes, between application software layer and hardware layer, there is a OS layer, like a mediator. It's like a mediator between application software layer and hardware layer. So mediator means exactly it's an interface. We can say interface. It's an interface. Yes, it is an interface. It is an yes, it's an interface. It's an interface. It's an interface. It's an interface between yes, it's an interface between yes application software and hardware components and hardware components hardware components hardware components hardware components okay, application software and hardware components. Okay, yes, it's a yes. What is OS? It's a platform. It's a platform where we can run all the application software, yes, all the application softwares. Okay, next is an interface between application software and hardware components. Okay, yes, interface between application software hardware components. Okay, yes. Next, see here, one more important point. Yes, to communicate between application software and hardware, there's a library. Inside the OS, there's a library. Yes, every OS has its own library. So what is library? Library contains yes inputs and output functions. Input output functions. Library contains IO functions. Okay, library contains IO functions, input output functions. Library contains input output functions to perform IO operations. Okay, so library it's a collection of functions. Every way there is a library. In every way there is a library. Windows space library, Unix space library, Linux space library. Every OS has its own library to yes to communicate between application software hardware components. See, in our Java perspective, this is very important. Library. This concept is very important. That's the reason I'm focusing in this area. Java point of yes, Java features. To understand Java features, see Java features. Yes, to understand these Java features, independent of platform. To understand these features, today topic we are discussing. To understand these features, some prerequisites. To understand all these features, some prerequisites we are discussing today. Okay. Yes, independent of platform. Yes, to understand this one here, you must have this knowledge. Library. Okay, library here. So library, it's a collection of functions. Library is a collection of functions here. Every ways, yes, there is a library here. Okay. Yes, input output function, C language function. There are C language functions. Library contains all the C language functions. See, every way is developed in C language. Every way is like Unix in C language, Linux in C language, Windows in C language. Okay, all these operations were developed in C language only. It's a C language function. C language functions to perform IO operations between application software and hardware components. Okay, see every way has its own libraries, its own library. Yes, to communicate between Yes, to communicate between yes, to communicate between application software and hardware components. To communicate between application software hardware components. Okay. Yes. So every OS has its own library, Every OS has its own library to communicate between application software and hardware components. Okay. See here, one important point here. See these programs. Before going to running here, these programs first of all have to link with OS library. Of linking with OS library and communicates with hardware components. Yes, it has to. It has to link every program. These programs, maybe C program, or Java program, Python program, Hadoop, whatever it is. All these programs have to link with OS library. All these programs has to link with OS library. How to link with OS library before going to running here. Okay. See every program. Yes, every program has to link with OS library. Link with OS library before yes before going to run before going to run before going to run. So before going to run linking first of all linking. Okay. Yes, all these programs linking with OS. Okay, that linking. Yes. Suppose C and C++ is static linking. In C and C++ static linking. Java and Python is a dynamic linking. Java and Python is dynamic linking. Yes, the topic also will explain. What is static linking? What is dynamic linking? Practically I'll show. Okay. C language. exe file creates. In C language, some exe file creates. That exe file linked with OS library. At the time of creation of exe file itself. That is static linking. Here, Java and Python, what happens here? Java and Python at runtime. At runtime linking to OS library. Here, the topic also practically. Yes. Independent of platform, exactly same topic. 1 second, sorry. Yes, independent of platform is the topic only here. Static linking, dynamic linking. The topic we'll discuss. Okay, after finishing this topic, we'll go to the topic here. Okay, yes. So every program, maybe C program or C plus Java, yes, all these programs, every application software program has to link with OS library, linking then communicating with hardware component. It has to link compulsory. Maybe static linking or dynamic linking. Static or dynamic. Okay. So every program has to link with OS library before going to run it. Before going to run. Before going to run. Okay. So this is about OS introduction. Okay. Enough. This is enough. Okay. Yes. So this is OS introduction. Enough. This is enough for Java. To understand independent platform, to understand Java features, this topic is enough about OS. Okay. Yes. Next. Just 1 second. Let me open your document here. Yes, you guys don't worry about running notes. I have prepared already. Yes, everyday topic document is there. So this is your class. Yes, 1 second. Yes, this is your class document. Okay, this is around 500-page document. Okay. Yes, not required to write any running notes. Okay, it's not required to write any running notes. Okay. See, 558 page document. Okay. I think 1 second. Let me check group. In group, somebody is asking for document. Just 1 second. very clearly prepared. Running note is not necessary. You guys don't write in the running notes. This document is enough. See today topic, introduction to software. Today topic. Yes, introduction to software. See, software, it's a collection of programs such as C, C++, Java, SQL, other programs. Software basically two categories. System software, application software. Same exact we have discussed. Okay. Yes, in this document very clearly prepared. See, notepad explaining like this. But when once come to document very clearly prepared here. Okay. Yes, system software. It interacts with hardware components. Yes, device drivers and operating systems. Device drivers and operating systems comes from this category. Application software for the purpose of application development. Okay, except OS. Same thing, same what we discussed in. Okay, so what are things explained in notepad? Same thing exactly here itself. Okay, you guys don't worry about the yes document and notes. So I'll share this one here. This is for you only. This document is for you only here. This document for you only. I'll share this complete document, 560-page document for you only. So every topic is there in document here. So don't worry about running notes. Okay. See, OS, about OS, today topic. See, it's a platform where we can run all the applications of. See, that 4 points. So whatever discussed that 4 points today. The 4 points discussed, right? This is what is OS. These 4 points mentioned in document. Okay. Yes. See this, these 4 points, it's there in document here. So it's there. Next application of OS hardware like this. So everything is there. In document, everything is there. So what is OS? That all the points mentioned in document. So you don't worry, yes. Don't worry about document here. Okay, yes. So this is for you only. So daily notes you can see here. Okay. See here, these documents from my class expense same. Both as this, both matching. So what are things I'm explaining here? What are things I'm explaining here? Same thing it's there in document clearly. Same thing prepared in documents. Okay, even single pointers not missing here. Even single pointers not missing here. Same as it is prepared. Just you follow document here. I'll share with you the document. Okay, this document I'll share with you. I'll share to your Gmail ID. Don't worry. Okay, yes. Next, apart from the daily videos also saving. Okay. Yes, Java. Yes, your folder. See recordings. First and second day. Last 2 days recordings already saved. Already saved. Record. Yes. So voice. So about voice. Okay. Yes. So till now whatever discussed today topic. It's a document. Today, let me review today topic here. Today topic. Yes, today. Yes. Java features. Topic is Java features, right? A JDK 1.0 released with main features as well. Yesterday we discussed about this list. We discussed today about these features: independent platform, portability, hoop language, scalability, and security. This is today topic. Today topic, right? Yes. To understand this topic here, you need some basics like voice. What is voice? What is interpreter? What is compiler? What is EXL? What is dot class? This knowledge. Once you have this knowledge, then easy to understand all the features. So for that reason, started with basics. Starting with basics. Yes, computer ware. Basically to get this hardware and software. Okay. Yes, hardware. These are physical components of a computer. We can touch, but that is not our part. We are not a hardware engineers. We are not a hardware. We are the software. So ours is software. In software, everything is a program. In software, everything is a program. Yes, it's a collection of programs. It's a collection of programs like C, C++, Java, and Python here. It's a collection of programs. Okay. Software is a collection of programs. Software basically two categories. System software, next application software. System software, next application software. System software, it interact with hardware components. See, any software which is interacting with hardware is a system software, OS. OS and device drivers. See, device drivers are part of OS only. Device drivers, device drivers are part of OS. So OS with the device drivers, it can communicate with hardware components. OS with device drivers will communicate with hardware components. So OS comes on a system software. OS is a system software, operating system. Operating system is a system software. Okay, that's fine. Next, application software. Purpose of application development. This is for the purpose of application development. Application development. Applications. See, in our daily life, we are using many applications like Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, go to training app, Flipkart, like this kind of things here. This kind of, okay, yes. So like this here, yes. So the application, right? How to develop this kind of applications here? How to develop this kind of applications? For this, some software required. That is nothing but application software. Like Java is a mostly is application software. Java, Hadoop, C++, and all this here. Okay. Yes, like language, tools, and packages. There are many things in software. Software. Okay. See, except ways, except operating systems, except operating systems, all are application softwares. See, same thing repeat in document. Okay, yes, running notes is not necessary. You guys don't worry about running notes. It's not necessary. Just you can follow this document. This document for you only. You don't worry, guys. I'll share this document. This document, 560 pages document. This document for you only. Okay. So everything is there in documents here. Even single point is not missing. See, today we discussed about waste, right? That waste, all these points mentioned here. Today topic about waste. Okay. See. So here application software for the purpose of application development. So Java comes under application software. See, except ways, all are application softwares. Java is a application software. Java is a application software. So before going to application software, yes, let us see something about ways and device drivers. So what is ways? What is ways? Yes, these points we discussed about ways. Operating system. Okay. Yes, can we run any program without ways? Answer is no. We can't run. We can't run. Okay, except this BIOS program. For BIOS program, OS is not necessary. BIOS, basic input output here. So BIOS, except BIOS. Okay, for BIOS, OS is not necessary. It's a chip level program. Chip level program here. BIOS program is responsible to boot the OS, booting process. BIOS is for the booting process. So before going to start OS, first BIOS will start. Once you power on your computer, here, first BIOS will start. Now BIOS will load the OS from hard disk RAM memory. So booting, BIOS is responsible for the booting process. Okay. So OS, yes, here only BIOS program. To run the BIOS program, OS is not necessary. Hardware level program, OS is not necessary. OS is not necessary. But to run our programs like C program, C++, Java, for these things OS required compulsory. Can we run any program without OS? No. OS required compulsory. OS required compulsory. So what is OS? What is OS? See, hardware on top of hardware there is a OS, on top of all the application software. Same what we discussed here. This is right. Yes, it's a platform. It's interface. Next OS, in OS this library. This library. Okay, right? Every program has to link with OS. This point, fourth point. Try to remember this fourth point here. Fourth point. See, applications of every program links with OS library to communicate with hardware components. Okay. Yes, till now whatever discussed here, all of this is prepared in documents. In document, it's available very clearly. So in these documents, it's available very clearly. Just to follow documents, running notes is not necessary. Running notes is not necessary. Okay. Yes. Now let us move to our topic. Our topic is what application software. Yes, about application software. So what is application software? Okay. Yes, application software. So what is application software? Yes, about application software we have discussed already here. What is application software? For the purpose of application development. Okay. Application software This is for the purpose of application, for the purpose of application development. These are the different kind of applications. To develop these applications, we need some software. That is nothing but application software. Like Java, Hadoop, all the application softwares. Except Wish, all are application softwares. Okay. See, application software basically two categories. Basically two categories. Two categories. Two categories. Basically two categories. Two categories. First one. First one. Yes, front end. Front end. Second one back end. Front end, back end. Okay. Yes, let us go to documents. Yes, introduction to software. See, today topic computerware, hardware and software. So we are the software engineers. So topic started with software. Software. What is software discussed? In software, system software, application software. Okay. Java comes under application software. Yes, about system softwares, already discussed something about system software. About OS we have discussed. OS is system software. That already discussed. Now, Java is application software. So moving to application. Now I'm moving to application software. Our topic is application software. See this application software. Yes. In application software, there are two things, front end, back end. So what is front end? What is back end? Front end, back end. So what is front end? What is back end here? Front end. Front end. See, this is front end. See here, this is front end. See, some registration form, right? Registration form. This is front end. Here, registration form collecting data. It's collecting data from you and storing some location, right? Yeah, this is called front end, interacting with users. So front end interact with users. Front end, this is called a front end. Front end interact with users and collecting data from users or storing some location. Yes, all this information storing some location. All this information storing to some location. That location is called as backend. Where that information storing, that is backend. So front end collecting data from you. Okay. So behind of this form here, Java program running, JSP. This developed in JSP. Java program running. That means Java is a front end. Okay, Java is a front end here. Okay, so front end. These are to interact with end users. It collects data from end users and stores in backend. Yes, backend software, backend. Yes. So backend, these are used to store and maintain data. Backend databases and files. Databases and files comes on backend. So what is Java? Java comes on front end here. So behind of this form, this is Java program. Java program takes this data. So Java is a front end. Java is a front end. Java is a front end. So let us move to front end here. Front end. Front end. Java is a front end. So moving to front end. In front end, there are some languages and packages. In front end, again, two categories like language and packages. So package is ready-made one, ready to use. Package is ready-made one, ready to use. For example, MS Office, it's a package. ERP package like SAP, Oracle ERP, their packages ready-made one, ready to use. No programming, nothing. Here, programming is not necessary. Languages, yes, here completely coding. We should write the coding in this language. Java is a language. Java comes from languages. Java is a language. Java is language. Now let us move to languages here. Language. Oh, our topic is not languages. Languages. Okay. Yes. Topic is about languages. Languages. Yes. Languages. First of all, what is a language? What is a language? Anyone? Simple question. What is a language? What is a language? See, we are speaking many languages. Yes. Right. Nehal, right. What is a language? See, what is language? We are speaking many languages. We are speaking many languages, right? Like English, Hindi, maybe Telugu, maybe Tamil or Malayalam, Gujarati, like this. There are different languages we are using here. Why we are using? Communication purpose. Communication. See, I'm using English, right? I'm using English. Through the English, using English here, I'm able to communicate my subject. Yes, I'm able to explain my this subject very clearly. Using English language, it's a media of communication. Yes, English. It's a media of communication between me and you. Okay, English is a media of communication between you and me. So what is language? It's a media of communication. Language is a media of communication between two things. Okay. Now, yes, it's a media of communication. Fine. Okay. Yes. Next here, software language. Come to software language. Software language. Software language. Software language. In software languages, one thing is in software languages. Yes, software languages. See, computer. Yes, computer understanding some language. So computer understandable language. Computer understandable language. Computer understanding some language. Computer understandable language. Okay. Next, we are understanding some language. Yes, that is user understandable. User understandable. Computer understandable and user understandable. See, user understandable means like user understandable languages. Suppose, for example, Java program. Java program. For example, Java program. Java program. See, it's like English language, right? Java program is like English language. User understand it's English language. It's user understandable. English language. English language. C program. For example, let us take C program. C program. C program. Here this C program. C program. Okay. C program. Okay. C program also like English language. C program like English language. Okay. Suppose some Python scripting. For example, Python. Yes, Python also like English language. Python. Python. Python script. Yes, these are like English language. These are like English language. Yes, all are like English language. Looking like English language. Yes, it's a user understand. This is user understandable language. User understandable language. User understandable language. Okay. Computer understandable language. Next, user understandable language. So, user understandable like English language. User understandable like English language. Computer understandable. So, what is computer understandable language? Yes, anyone idea? What is computer understandable language? Computer understandable language. Computer system understandable language. What is system understandable language? Computer understandable means system understandable. System understandable. System understandable. System understandable language. System understandable language. Praveen Kumar giving some answer. What is system understandable language? Yes, it is in the form binary code. Binary language. Good. Binary language. It's a binary code. It's a binary code. Binary codes. Binary codes. Yes, zeros ones format. Binary codes. Binary codes. Yes, it's a processor understandable language. Yes, it's a processor. It's a processor understandable language. Processor understandable language. Understandable. Processor understandable language. Processor understandable. Yes. Here system means processor. System means processor. System means processor. System means it's a processor. It's a processor. System means a processor. Yes, it's a processor understandable language. Processor understandable. Processor understandable language. Processor understandable language. Okay, binary code. Yes, computer understandable means it's a system understandable language in the form of binary codes. System is processor. It's a processor understandable language. See, currently we are using processor-based computer. Currently, processor-based computer we are using. Processor-based computer using, right? processor-based computer. Currently, we are using processor-based computer. See, generation of computers. Generation. Current generation processor-based. Current generation is processor-based. Current generation. Okay, processor-based computer. Computer currently we are using here. Currently using. Okay, presently we are using processor-based. Okay, currently using this generation of computers. How many generation of computers? Of course, I'll explain this also. I'll give this information also. Every information I'll give. Maximum I'll try to give the more information. How many generation of computers? Tell me. Present generation is processor-based computer. Okay, present generation is a processor-based computer. We are using processor-based computer. How many generation of computers? 11 generations. You're saying that processors, like you're saying that i3, i5, i7, i9, like something like that. i3, i5, i7 is saying about processor. Mr. Praveen. Yes. How many generations? Totally 5 generations. 5 generations. 5 generations. I'll explain very clearly. First generation computer. First generation computers. Yes. Yes. Vacuum tube space computer. Vacuum tube space. Yes. Now you got idea. I think somebody got idea. So first one, vacuum tubes. First one, vacuum tubes based computer. First one. What is second generation? Yes. Now you can start answering. Second generation. What is second generation? What is second generation? Vacuum tubes. Yes, generally in electronics we'll get this. Vacuum tubes. Yes, vacuum tubes. So vacuum tubes here. Second generation transistor based. Transistor based computer. Transistor based. Okay, transistor based. Second one transistor based. Okay. Yes. Third generation. Third generation. Third generation computers. IC based. IC based computer. IC based computer. Integrated circuits. IC based. Integrated circuits. Yes. Fourth generation. Fourth generation. Fourth generation is processor based. Processor based. So processor based. So this is present generation. Present generation. Present generation. Presently we are using processor based computer here. Okay. Yes. First generation vacuum tubes. Second generation transistor based. Third generation IC based. IC means integrated circuits based here. Yes. Fourth generation processor based. Yeah, these all these electronics. I think computer science also this one subject electronics. Yes, in our engineering we have the electronic subject. One subject is there. Vacuum tubes, about vacuum tubes. Okay, we study transistor also engineering. Okay. Yes, now present generation is fourth generation processor based. Next fifth generation is a future. Fifth gen. Yes, what is fifth generation? Yes, good. Padma. Good. Yeah. AI based. AI. Okay. hear me now? Hello. Can you hear me now? Some network issue from my side. Can you hear me? Yeah, thank you. Yes, let us continue. Yes, AA based. Yesterday, I think, yes, A is maybe, yes, feature competitor for Java, AA based. So next generation is AA based computer. Okay, AA based. So processor based, yes, processor based computer means binary code. Yes, to generate binary codes, we are writing some high level language programming. That program converted to binary codes. Yes, even that programming is not necessary. That will recognize automatically. Okay. So AI based feature is AI based. Yes, AI maybe 2025 coming here. 2025, 2025, 24. Yes, maybe 2 or 3 years. After 3 years, maybe hitting markets AI based. Okay. Now presently present generation. Yes, present generation, present generation, present generation, present generation is processor based computer. So what is processor understandable language? Processor understandable language. Processor understandable. Processor understandable language. What is processor understandable language? Yes, zeros binary codes. It's a binary codes. Binary codes. Binary codes. It's a binary codes. Binary codes. Yes, it's like a zeros ones format. Zeros ones format. Binary codes. Binary codes. Like a zeros ones format. Binary codes. Binary codes. It's a system understandable language. Okay. So they are generation of computers. See, maximum I'll try to give a lot of information. Every topic I'll give a lot of information. That is my knowledge and experience. Okay. Okay, fine. Yes, here software language, computer understandable, system understandable, processor based, processor based computer, processor understandable language, called as low level language. Okay, in software, languages are two categories. Languages is software. Yes, languages are two categories. Languages are two categories. Two categories. Two categories. First one, yes, system understandably called as low level languages. Low level. Yes, low level languages. Low level languages. Yes, user understandably called as what? High level languages. High level. High level languages. High level languages. Low level language, high level language. So what is low level language? What is high level language? Yes, low level language. Low level language. Yes, is system understandable language. Yes, it is a. Yes, it is a. Yes, it is a system understandable. It's a system understandable language. Language. System understandable language. Yes, it is. It is in the form of binary, binary codes, in the form of binary codes, like a zeros ones format, zeros ones format. Okay. Yes. Yes, it is a processor understandable language. Processor understandable language. It's a processor understandable language. Processor understandable language. Okay. Yes, it is called as machine language. It is called as machine language. It's called as machine language. It's machine language. It's called as machine language. Okay. Next, high level language. What is high level language here? High level language. What is high level language? High level language, yes, it's a user understandable language. User understandable. It's a user understandable. It's a user understandable. Understand the language. It's a user understandable language. Yes, it is like English language, like a English language, like English language. Okay. Yes, which is first a high level language? Anyone idea? Which is first high level language? Like English language, this is which is first high level language? Which is first high level language? Yes, officially using high level language. Which is first high level language? No idea. Which is first high level language? Yes. Which language you learn in software field first of all? Yes, you guys. Which language you learn in software? C language. Yes, C is a first high level language. Yes, C language. Yes, C language. C language is a first high level language. C language is a first high level language. High level language. High level language. Developed. Yes, developed. Developed in the year 1972. The C is a first high level language developed in the year 1972. 1972. Yes, by Dennis Ritchie. By Dennis Ritchie. By Dennis Ritchie. By Dennis Ritchie. C is a first high level language. After C language, next oops C++. Oops language C++ introduced. After C++, next Python. Okay, after Python, next Java. Okay, like that there are different things in software field. Okay, yes, C is a first high level. C language is a first high level language developed in the year 1972 by the Dennis Ritchie. So Java comes from what? It's a high level language. Java is a high level language. Java is a high level language. High level language. Java is a high level language. Yes, with oops. With oops. With implementing oops. Java is a high level language. Yes, with implementing oops. Okay. Java is a high level language. So low level language, high level language like this. Yes. Here, see these programs like Python scripts or C program or Java. These are high level languages. Every high level language has to convert into binary codes. See, every yes high level language, every high level language, high level language program has to convert into binary codes. Binary codes. Binary codes. Okay. Binary codes. Okay, system has to understand your language, right? System has to understand your program. So for that here, yes, every high level language program has to convert to binary code to run it. To run it here. Yes, system can understand only binary code. It has to convert every high level language. Every high level language program has to convert into binary code to run it here. Yes, who will convert? Yes, who will convert? Who will convert? Yes. Now, which one will convert? Which one will convert from high level language to binary code? Yes, no idea. Which one will convert from high level language to binary code? See. Yes, either interpreter or compiler. Either interpreter or compiler. Compiler converts. Converts. Yes, either interpreter or compiler converts from high level language to binary code. Okay, yes, either compiler or interpreter converts from high level language. Okay, either interpreter or compiler converts from high level language program to binary codes. Binary codes. Either compiler or interpreter. Either compiler or interpreter. Okay, it's the same topic. Your class document. This is your class document. Yes, language, low level language, high level language. Okay, see here, compiler and interpreters are used to convert from high level language to binary codes. Yes. So here, high level language to binary codes, either a compiler or interpreter. Yes, what is interpreter? What is compiler? The topic we have discussed. Next, what is Java? Java depends on compiler or interpreter. That points we have discussed. The topic tomorrow we'll discuss. Okay. So this is introduction. Okay. Yes. To understand these features here, today topic is prerequisite to understand these features. Yes, today topic. Yes, tomorrow class, understanding depends on today topic. Today topic. So about ways discussed. About ways discussed. Okay, next about that language discussed and all these basics were discussed. Next, interpreter and compiler we should discuss. Next, ex equal doctors. Once this is finished here, you can understand independent of platform these features. So these features tomorrow will continue here. Tomorrow will continue with these features here. Okay. So next topic is about interpreter and compiler. What is interpreter? Very interesting topic. Interpreter and compiler topic here. Okay. Yes. Interpreter and compiler. Compiler creates exe file. Interpreter no exe file. The differences. Compiler interpret the differences. See this. Yes, very clearly explain documents. Okay, in class. Yes, tomorrow. Yes, almost you'll take for 1 hour class for interpreter and compiler. After that, we'll go to yes, this Java features. Yeah, that's all for today. Okay. Yeah, this document for you only. Don't worry about notes and all this. This document for you only. I'll share your Gmail ID. Don't worry. Okay. Yes. Any doubts? Tomorrow also same link. No change in link. Same link tomorrow class also. Okay. If no doubts, let us wind up session for today. Will continue tomorrow. Yes. Any doubts? Yeah, definitely, definitely. Hope is sure, definitely. Yes, everyone, I will add it. Don't worry. Yeah. So that's all, guys. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. I know that. I'll add in the group. Don't worry. Yeah, that's all. So thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, same time and same link. Same time, same link.